delivered our letter to Fort Merceus. I don't think they suspected anything.
I knew I was right to entrust that task to you. You've got that honest kind of face that makes it easy to fool people.
Is that meant to be a compliment?
What did you write in the letter?
I informed them that reinforcements were on the way. It would have been suspicious for troops to show up unannounced.
So, the plan is...
We'll disguise ourselves as reinforcements from the Imperial capital and sneak into Fort Merceus.
Oh, you used my disguise plan after all.
We've also procured Imperial Army uniforms.
Ooh, good work. I knew this was the only way.
However, that alone wouldn't be enough.
You did say the plan needed a little more refinement. Are you going to dress up like Edelgard, Claude?
I'm not sure that would accomplish much.
Don't think he could pull off the
letter,
look, just...
I included the name of the Imperial general leading the reinforcements. While we're heading to the fort, a separate army is going to attack us.
We're going to be attacked?
That's all just for show, though. It'll be our allies who are attacking us.
Oh, I get it. We're going to make it look like the Alliance is attacking Imperial reinforcements.
Right. When the troops in the fortress panic and open up the gates, we're in.
I'd love nothing more than for this plan to work, but I've got some bad news for you. Apparently, the notorious Death Knight has been placed in charge of defending Fort Merceus.
The one who kidnapped Flame.
The
Fine, I'll kick his ass.
I did not wish to ever think of him again.
He got some acclaim in the battle to subjugate Western Fargus. They say he holds the most military prowess in the Empire.
Even so, we've got Teach here to command us. All will be well. You have to trust us.
So your big plan is to just trust your professor? Really, boy?
Under the professor's guidance, I'm sure we'll manage somehow. We're counting on the tactics you learned from Captain Gerald.
Prepare yourselves, everyone. It's time. Teach, this is for your ears only, but there's actually one more part to my plan. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this, but I have no choice.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely. We can't afford to hold anything back. Thanks to Edelgard's strength, the Imperial Army is more unified than I would have expected. It was a painful realization, but after our battle at Gronder Field, it's clear that we can't win if we don't pull out all the stops. I also realized something else during that battle. There really is something special about you, Teach. The reason we were all able to keep our cool in the midst of the chaos was because we all trust in you, in your command and in your strength. Everyone here believes that we will win as long as we have you on our side. Our faith in you is borderline religious. You and I, we have what it takes to free Fodlan from the Empire's rule. I know in my heart that we'll make it through to witness the world after all the fighting has ceased.
That man approaches.
So, wait, what was the other part of the plan? Is it... Did Claude just want to express his faith in Professor Byleth? Anyway.
Who are you talking about? You don't mean that professor, do you? It doesn't matter. No one could take this fortress.
Hey, Caspar.
Sounds like a bother. I'll be taking a nap about now.
Hi, Linhart.
Will Death's scythe claim you? Or will I fall to that sword of yours?
You miss those two. It's gonna be a shame to beat them into the ground. Especially Linhart.
While awaiting reinforcements, the Alliance predicts the Empire will continue to fortify its defenses at Fort Merceus. Knowing this risk, Claude and a select few advance, hoping to gain entry to the fort through deception.
I will say, though, I do think it's interesting how this point in the overall arc of the game's story, how it's a little different from the Silver Snow and the Blue Lions Azure Moon route. Both of those routes. Well, the big difference is that it was basically Hilda's idea that gets them in this time. But in Azure Moon, this is what I think is so funny. They call this place the Stubborn Old General, the Impregnable Fortress. And with the Blue Lions, what you do is you just charge the front gates and bust your way in. Like we snuck in through the back or something like that. Silver Snow is a little similar. That's all the way up here and can't be moved, huh? An interesting way of doing things. Now let's see. Death Knight in the middle here. What do you know? He's got another Dark Seal. I'm gonna rip that from his hands. Caspar is holding a Brave Axe. Okay. Yeah, Dimitri is absolutely a bore. That is... Just rushing the front gates and it actually working is completely in line with Dimitri. Alright, got kind of a lot of units. Let's see here. I do still want to keep that support going with Hilda and Sedith, so that has to happen. Cyril. What am I gonna do with Cyril? I'm gonna pair up Manuela with Lysithia, just for that healing. Can't put Shamir Cyril. Cyril's flying. I don't really have any other supports to take advantage of. Oh shoot. I think I'm gonna pair up Plane with Ignatz just for the hell of it. Just because I liked their support. I've already maxed it out, but it's fine. Top off my battalions. Already topped off. I do have that open spot, but honestly, the way I've been playing, no one's at a good enough level to like actually do anything. Cyril probably will not be able to keep up. Although that does remind me, I think I'm just gonna buy some silver weapons for him. Because, honestly,
Is that the one?
I can't have him going out there with just Iron Plus.
Thanks a bunch.
And what else am I gonna use all this money for?
Thanks a bunch. Come back.
Alright. Nothing left to it but to do it. Beat the Death Knight. Oh.
General, reinforcements have arrived from the capital. They clashed with Alliance forces in the outskirts of the city, but should enter the fortress soon.
They're falling for it.
You let them in. Make haste and slaughter them all.
Oh, the Death Knight sees through the scheme.
They are enemies. Slaughter them all. I will not say it again.
We made it in. Professor, take control from the south. I have my own task to do from here. There are preparations to be made for our secret plan.
Oh, okay. Animated cutscene. Not expecting this.
I see your skills haven't dulled yet, kiddo.
What did you expect? Everyone, listen up! From now on, the Almyran forces will be fighting by our side. We'll work as one, and we will bring down that fort together!
Well, that's a hell of a secret plan. That's why Claude was up there on his own.
An impregnable fortress is a wide-open prairie once you get inside. From here, we'll attack from the north and south at once.
No different than a prairie, you say? You've got a strange head on your shoulders, kiddo.
For Nadir the Undefeated, this should be as easy as a walk in a meadow, right?
Well, goddess or death god or whoever they may be, let's crush them to dust.
I knew I liked that Nadir guy, although I guess he was, what was his fake name? Naldair? Nardell. That's what it was. Alright. The Almyran soldiers loaded up for bear, that's good. I think the obvious thing, obvious opening move, just let's just take out this little guy here. Alright, am I getting a good level this time?
I'm that much closer to my goal.
That is a pretty good level. Can't be mad about not getting dexterity when Claude already has 43 dexterity. Yeah, sure. He can't use magic, but I'll plant him right on that magic vista. Let's see, what have we got next? I do have Claude equipped with that one shield that protects him against bonus damage from arrows. So he himself, I'm not really worried about. Even if there's mage here, like, okay, Linhardt doesn't have it. But even if there was a mage that had Excalibur, the anti-flying magic spell, I still wouldn't be worried, to be honest. But that's all taken care of. What does this guy drop? Evasion ring? Kind of rude of him to have it, but really not that big a deal. Alright, so
Let's make this quick.
I can very easily... Oh, this is why Lysithea is so good.
I've still got hidden talents.
Yeah, Lysithea is great because, you know, not only does she have that extremely powerful magic stat, 37, oh boy. Her crest allows her to use the staff that gives her +2 to her magic range. As a Dark Knight, she's got a really big movement range. Yeah, I should be able to combat art this guy. Beautiful clip. And she also learns that anti-cavalry spell that is, wouldn't you know it, perfect for taking out the Black Knight, or the Death Knight.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, her natural talents kind of push her to just being a Grimory. I can't look at her growth, the screen. That's fine. But I do like the thought of making her a Dark Knight because... Where is it? Right here. She gets Dark Tome Affair. This is the only class in the base game that Lysithea can have where she gets a benefit for having dark magic instead of black magic. So it makes her even stronger.
What's my strategy?
What's not to love about that? Probably gonna have Marianne go this way, just back up.
Shall we?
Have to worry about any other archers? I just realized I should check that. I should mark them before I send Hilda in there, because Hilda does not have the same protection that Claude does. But here.
Leave it to me.
Raphael can go this way for no particular reason. They can all meet up.
Shall we?
Ooh. Sure. Lawrence can do his dance. Help out Hilda. Yeah, I can just take out this guy and stop reinforcements from coming in at this angle right away. Oh man, the only thing that would make those stats better is if it was 0 damage, but this is fine. Why would I do that over just 2 regular? I appreciate all the combat arts in the game. Good for them. I appreciate all the combat arts. It's just that it seems like most of the time they don't apply. The cost does not make them worth it.
Let's go.
0 up this way. Sure. And actually, I totally forgot the treasure chest. Okay. I'm gonna try to save for it, even though I can repair it easily enough. Bits.
Steady now.
Nuts can come over here. I'll go. Oh, exactly enough damage.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's one of the good things. Like, even if you're really determined, you can even train someone against their weaknesses to cover them up really well.
I'll use this power for the greater good.
Like Lysithea, like to be the Dark Knight class, you need to have, what is it, like a C rank in lances, which Lysithea has a weakness in. But you know, if you're willing to put in the time and resources to get her up to that C rank, then you've got, well, what I've got, which is a mounted mage who finally gets a bonus to her attack strength, and also she's got that massive range boost from the accessory. And I didn't mention it before, but I also gave her Catherine's Thunderbrand because she's also got the compatible crest for that. So if I'm ever feeling really cheeky, I can just send her in to do... do I have to, like, take that tile? Is that how I block the reinforcement? Probably. See, like, here, I could understand, maybe, the idea of using the Helm Splitter, but... 21 chance to hit, especially with Fire Emblem's patented true hit system. That's nothing.
I still have a long way to go.
Very good level from Hilda, though. Yeah, okay. So I have to sit on the tile. That makes sense. Knots can just make his way towards the chest. No, not worth it. Not worth actually going for that attack. Now really, if my only goal is to take out the Death Knight, I mean, yeah, there are reinforcements that can come from anywhere. There's the demonic beast there. But really, I could just right in here and kind of blow these guys up with some more spells. Just boom, there goes that guy. Manuela finally getting some levels.
And beauty. What a pair.
Manuela talking about her pair. Lawrence is just out of range of the ballista. Break shots. Probably my best idea. Critical makes it completely academic.
So reliable.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be a good map for magic. I could also just do a little bit of this. Hey, now that ballista is no longer a threat. The heavy armor seems scary, but not when you've got mounted units. Oh, you. That's fine. I'll live. I forgot that since I finally got Marianne's black magic spells up to A rank, she doesn't need this knowledge gem. Yeah, I'll have a little fun and give her her unique magic sword. I'll dare anyone to come close. Oh, and also Claude. And Marianne's story is really good. I do like Marianne. She's definitely one of the ones that I like more.
Report! The Death Knight is moving. It looks like they're abandoning the fortress and making an escape.
We need to put an end to this here and now. Come on, let's circle around and cut off his retreat.
So they don't want me to let the Death Knight escape. Being awfully rude about it, though. God, it's so good that Marianne's unique relic does magic damage. Could probably heal her, though. It's feeling like a really good idea. Yeah, Marianne being a riding mage is also great. It's a lot easier for her because she's got that hidden talent with lances. So it's easier to get her up to that prerequisite ranking. Even though, admittedly, I'm not planning to ever have her use a lance. At least not in this playthrough. Mainly because she's got that sword that does magic damage. She's got a sword art that does magic damage. And gets enhanced by her resistance, I believe. So she's, you know, she's just good to go. Let's see, how far can Lawrence can go to? Okay, so I park Lysithea right here.
Apologies.
Okay, I might be ending this battle
My
a
skills
little
are rising
earlier
to my status.
than anticipated. And I guess that was a decent level for Lawrence. Still not going to attack with him if I can avoid it, but Speed Wing. That's you could find out. Beat the enemy commander. I'm gonna take a second to look up what's actually in that treasure chest. Because I don't think I'm going to get a chance to claim it. Let's see here. Oh no. Oh no, that's a really good item. It's another Aurora wing. Oh wait, I can get it. Okay. Check this. Envoy. I don't need the ring. Chest key. Take it. Trade it to Cyril. Cyril flies up here. Pops open the chest. Boom, he's got the Aurora shield. Now I've got a second protection against arrows. Beautiful. Alright, I don't know. I guess I'll throw Raphael this way. Claude, what are you suffering from? Lower strength. Great. Great. This is fun. Claude, you gotta stop taking these hits. What kind of accuracy is that? Or what kind of evasion is that? Shame on you. Having a treat. I would like to get a Brave Axe, because I do like fun weapons. But it might not be in the cards.
There's more to be done.
Take some free healing by having her parked next to Hilda. Be fine. And Lysithea is the only unit remaining, so what if I just blow up the Death Knight with Dark Spikes? 73 damage. I love this game. I love Lysithea. She's so good.
I have no need of you.
She landed the critical too.
Slay me, follow. The appointed hour is at hand.
Oh, God. Lysithia, you got magic, you got accuracy, I don't care.
I see.
I know you're disappointed in a 2-point level, but those are really good points to get.
Strength and beauty. What a pair.
Gee, Manuela really loves
It's all
talking about her
instinct
pair.
now.
He's hiding something. It's annoying to do what he's telling us to, but we don't really have a choice. After him.
All right, well, turn 3. That's fine.
It is coming. Leave now, or all of you will die.
Oh, not the Pillars of Light.
Run! We have to evacuate immediately!
They're intracontinental ballistic dubstep missiles. Really dropping the bass on that.
What just happened here? The fort. It's just gone.
So now I'm thinking of a couple battles ago. ALL, you know, the Valley of Torment, the Lava Zone. Now they had the story of how it was, well, they say it was destroyed by the goddess's wrath or something. Even though it's not in any, like, history books. At least it doesn't go down that way. And Marianne remembers that she heard that it was destroyed by pillars of light. What a coincidence.
Hey, kiddo, what was with that javelin of light?
Javelin of light. Well, that describes it pretty well. The fortress was supposedly impregnable, but look at it now. It's hard to imagine that the Empire would do something like that. But if not them, then who? And for what purpose? If they wanted to kill us, then why wait until now to use it?
We almost died just now, and without an answer to any of that. Speaking of unanswered questions, why is Nardell here? Care to explain? I get the feeling there's something you two are keeping from us.
I'll go ahead and see my subordinates off to Almyra, kiddo.
Wait, Nader! Are you really just gonna leave me here and run away?
I hope to see you again, Judith. And you too, Professor. I'll be praying for your safety.
Nader, are you saying that Nardell is actually Nader the Unstoppable?
The Unstoppable?
It's actually Nader the Undefeated. Almyrans love grand titles.
I knew he was no ordinary person, but to think he was the great hero of Almyra.
Hey, can we really afford to be chatting right now? If another one of those javelins of light falls, we're all dead.
Claude, there are things I wish to ask you, but first we must hurry and withdraw.
Right you are. Come on, everyone. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Claude, it is time for you to explain. Why are you so close with an Almyran general?
Well, he did quite a bit for me when I was younger.
When you were younger? So, before you joined House Regan? How and where did you meet him? There aren't many opportunities to meet a general from Almyra in Fodlan.
If that's what you believe, it's only because that's what you've been led to believe. After all, we have Cyril here among our allies, and he was born in Almyra.
Hey now, don't drag me into this.
There's a big, wide world outside of Fodlan, and it's overflowing with different places and cultures. You think interacting with outsiders is odd, but isn't avoiding contact with the outside world far more unnatural?
Don't change the subject, Claude. To the people of the Alliance, the Almyrans are...
It's true that there's a history of hostility, but why should that mean we're doomed to remain hostile forever? The Almyrans aren't monsters. Just look at Cyril. Does he look like a monster to you?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Right, Teach? What did you think when you met Nadir?
He's reliable. Not gonna give him that strained attempt at diplomacy by calling him interesting. He's reliable.
I'll tell him you said that. And I'm sure that if all of you got to know him, all of your preconceived notions would change too. I know you guys, and you aren't the type of people to reject someone without trying to get to know them.
But how did those Almyrans even get past Fodlan's throat? I doubt my brother would just let them pass without saying anything.
Yeah, about that. I actually made sure your brother met Nadir in advance.
What? Lord Holst met with an Almyran general?
Oh, so that's why you were so interested in my brother. But wait, they're supposed to be bitter enemies. They've fought each other several times before.
I know, it was a big gamble. But rather than having me try to convince them myself, I knew it would be easier to just have them meet. They were taken aback at first, but sure enough, they hit it off. They were even drinking to their newfound brotherhood before parting.
It makes sense. If you take the greatest heroes away from the battlefield, of course they'll get along.
Fighting one minute and drinking together the next? Men are so weird.
Ultimately, someone's bloodline has nothing to do with the friendships they forge. Relations between the Alliance and Almyra is a matter we'll tackle in the future. Still, I want to take this opportunity to make one thing clear to all of you. After we defeat the Empire, I intend to tear down the walls that separate Fodlan from the outside world. I want to let people and goods come and go freely, and in doing so, eradicate prejudices about the outside world.
Hell yeah, Claude. Let's do it.
Would it even be possible to achieve such a thing? It directly contradicts the Seros' tenets.
Does it? I'm not so sure. In any case, I'm prepared for the inevitable protests and criticism. New ways of doing things are always met with resistance. During our time at the Officers' Academy, all of you overcame the barriers of birthplace, status, and ideology. Having gone through so much with all of you, I have no doubt that, in time, you'll understand.
I guess there were a lot of different people there. People we wouldn't have met through the normal course of our lives.
Yeah, I like this this arc that Claude is taking with his ambitions. It's good. I mean, after doing Dimitri is okay. But it is, you know, it's all very local. Like, his motivations are to his kingdom. And, his late father and whatnot. This, I can get behind a bigger... Yeah, he's got the trauma, that's true, but even when he overcomes that trauma, Dimitri's still just kind of focused on his own kingdom. So I really like what Claude is aiming for here. This is good. I like this.
Duscur once opposed the kingdom, but there was someone from Duscur there. Brigid once invaded the Empire, but the Brigid princess was there. We ate at the same table as those people. Sure, sometimes we didn't get along, but other times we helped each other out. Can we really draw a definitive line in the sand and say one group of people is all good and another all bad? If I can realize my dream, Fodlan will be reborn. The old age will end, and we'll welcome a new dawn.
But if...
Save your objections for another day, Gloucester boy.
Yeah, eat it, Lawrence.
There are more pressing matters to discuss. Our next step is to invade the Imperial capital, right?
That's right. I'm sure Edelgard is eagerly awaiting our arrival in Enbar. Reinforcements from the Alliance Lords should arrive soon. Let's make sure we're ready to greet them.
I'm feeling pretty good about where things are going.